Are we back? Mm-mm-mm. No, we're not. That's not the right one. Hold on. It was my big brother. Let me tell you, he's in your house. Things are in your house. Number 2. There we are. Got his. There we go. There we are. Alexa, resume. NZ, good afternoon to you. Hold on, I put a live chat before I forget. HP, good afternoon. Keely, my beautiful Keely. Good afternoon. I hope you're keeping well, my gorgeous Keely, and the baby's doing good. Jonathan, I've got a secret crush on Jonathan. Jonathan is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Sky. Nikki, good afternoon. Open-minded again, afternoon. Catalonia. Let me try and pronounce your name. Libreeze. He's doing okay, Goldust. He's not very well. He's not very well just now, but he's doing good considering that he's got cancer and stuff like that. I'm always worried about him, always. Listen, let me show you out the window. Wait, I'll need to turn you around like this though. Look how misty it is outside. Ooh, Brigadoon. Brigadoon. Alexa, resume. It's Brigadoon out there. It's misty. I'm saying it's Brigadoon. I hope it's not the fog. Right, there's Brigadoon and then there's the fog. We've had the, oh no, see, we've had the, see, I shouldn't be touching things. This is why the aliens, if they ever take me, should know. See, if they take me up in their spacecraft, I'm going to be messing about with every button and switch and lever up there. Don't be doing it, aliens. Look for somebody else that wants to go. I don't. Yeah, they're told. Even seeing the wee book that I was doing for Wednesday, the videos up, ET's on it, and I was like, ET, take that in the eye. Even on the Universal ride in ET, I was like, don't. ET will get punch ET in the way out. Don't be doing it. Jonathan can. Oh my goodness, your makeup skills put mine to shame. If only I was as good. But I do have a lot of fun doing my makeup, I must admit, even at my age. A lady of us. This is look. I don't know many times I've wrote to Makeup Revolution. It must be about 12 times now, and I keep doing it. For an older lady to be able to do makeup and stuff like that. Come on now, there's a wee selling point right there. Put me on your stuff. Thank you, open-minded, for that. Oh, Libreeze, thank you so much. My energy is good energy today. Because I went to see a psychiatrist yesterday. I was feeling quite depressed and stuff. So listen, see if anybody feels that. I know I felt, see, going to somebody and talking to them about the stuff that's wrong with me, it's not going to help. I talked to my daughters, I talked to my son, I talked to my mum and dad and stuff like that about my problems, right? How's a stranger going to help me? There you go. I went and spilt my guts yesterday. For an hour and a half I cried, and I slept an extra 4 hours. My mind must have been like so happy. On fleek. There's Justin Bieber for people that are Bieblers. Wonder much that guy's loaded, isn't he? Wonder how much cash Justin Bieber's got. What do we think? I know he'll be a millionaire, but see, past a million, I can't even fathom that. See, like a billionaire, I don't even know how many million that is. Lots it is. Multi-millionaire. Oh, gold dust. Here, see if I got a couple £100, I'd be like throwing it on myself. I'd be rolling in it naked. Just shows you. It just shows you. You know what I mean? For art, me too. I would do a lot with. Do you know? Even now, I'm thinking if I had £1 million, I'm thinking how much I would give to my kids and that. But what would I do if the million was mine? I would buy a pool. I'd be like National Lampoon's Christmas. I'd be putting a pool in. I wouldn't need to go away to somebody's pool. I could just swim my own pool. Oh, I know for art. And artists are, I mean, the work that you do, as I see, I've still got your, and I'll never take them off my wall. They're over there. See it under the zebra picture, your art. I look at it every day. And it gives me such joy. You truly are an artist and they don't get paid enough. Sky, you'll be getting the keys to the castle. The Duke of Dunbar will be saying, Sky and Goldust, you two wenches, come to the castle and I'm the Duke of Dunbar and I will sweep you off your feet. But don't be fooled because I think the Duke of Dunbar, there's some not with him, I think some not with Duke of Dunbar. I think he would maybe kiss both of you and say, I'm not kissing the other one, so be aware. Don't be going to the castle with the Duke of Dunbar. Got a bad feeling about him, ladies. I've got a bad feeling. Listen, unless it was me, I'd be like, Duke of Dunbar. Here, I don't, look, take me on, Duke of Dunbar. He would never, I'll tell you, the man wouldn't be able to walk. Dude, well, I'd be taking my frustration out. Duke of Dunbar, here, take this. This is the boss of Blueberry. I don't know what we would call me. Oh, we gave me a name, didn't we? There's something of Lanarkshire. We gave me the Lady of Lanarkshire. I'm the Lady of Lanarkshire, Duke of Dunbar. Strap yourself in, pal. You're in for one hell of a bumpy ride. How festive is that, eh? See, do you know the most important thing? I don't even care how much a man makes. See, even if he was in social security or whatnot, right? I don't care. See, if he was a lovely, lovely person, or a lady for that matter, because you know how I'm inclined. So I don't mind if it's a gentleman or a lady. But it's the person I've always been like that. I don't, especially after the cancer. Money's not. Listen, I pick up, see a wee piece of tuna mayonnaise sandwich under a tree or something like that with some strawberries and a warm summer's night. I'd prefer that to going to the Ritz or Buckingham Palace. See if they said, do you want to come to Buckingham Palace or would you like to go under a tree with somebody that you've got feelings for with some strawberries and stuff? I'd be saying, give me the tree, give me the tree. Golfer girl, we all need a golfer girl. Come over to Scotland, don't you know? Don't you know we all have castles here in Scotland? I stay in this bungalow, but really, I've got a castle somewhere. There's a castle, a sand castle, right? But here, I've got a castle, and I might have keys for the castle. Might have keys. I'll take you a drive to Stirling. Golfer girl, when I went to Stirling Castle, I was thinking about you because you wanted to see Stirling Castle. That's the best one, I think, in my opinion. A lot of people would be arguing with me, a lot of Scottish folks saying Edinburgh Castle's the best. I like Stirling Castle. There's something about Stirling Castle I just like. Let me like Stirling Castle better. My beautiful mystical, see if you make it over to Scotland, I'll take you to Stirling Castle. Right next to Stirling Castle is Wallace's monument. And listen, more hair stands on end when I'm in Wallace's monument than it does in Stirling Castle. I don't know if it's because William Wallace's sword's there. God knows how many people that man's killed with that sword. Right, and we weren't just like, I know that people are all thinking like Scotland and England and all that. No, not just that. We were bad to our own kind, right? We were bad to our own kind. William Wallace and all that used to kill their own kind. Do you know what I mean? See if you done something bad, they would just kill you or stone you. You know, see if you were caught stealing something, you'd get your hand taken off and all the rest of it. So there was a beautiful romantic tale. Braveheart's a lovely romantic tale of what actually happened. But as I said, we're great to people that are from a different country. We roll out the red carpet, but see our own kind. We all fight with each other. I don't. I'm a lover. You know that. Prepare yourself for some text later on, right? If I ever told you how much I love you, be prepared. Do you know that Robert the Bruce, in fact, Robert the Bruce's monument is at Stirling Castle. That's where Robert the Bruce's monument. But I don't think William Wallace and Robert the Bruce were alive at the same time. Maybe they were, but as far as I know, listen, God does tell me if you get taught. See, when I was at school, we knew nothing about our Scottish history. We got told nothing. It wasn't until the film Braveheart came out that all us Scots started saying, What happened? Where was this? We knew nothing. We got taught nothing in school. Nothing. I don't know why that is, and I hope it's changed now. But we get taught nothing about our own country, nothing at all. I don't even know who William Wallace is. Robert the Bruce, who's that? I knew the woman that got her head cut off, because I think there was a song about Mary Queen of Scots getting her head cut off. And Skye, I actually think Mary Queen of Scots was from La France. Someone please look that up for me. I think that Mary Queen of Scots was from La France or had French blood. So, we were maniacs, let's face it. Maniacs. With kilts on and whiskey and roaming in the gloaming and dancing around fires and stuff. He's not. I don't think Robert the Bruce has got a castle, Goffergirl, but his monument, and it's just like a statue of him, is at Stirling Castle. And then William Wallace's monument is a separate thing. It's like an obelisk, I suppose you would call it. You know, William Wallace's monument, and that is spooky. As I say, I don't know if it's because the man's sword there, and he's obviously killed a lot of folk there. I get more of the hair in my head standing up when I'm in Wallace's monument than I do in the castle. But see, in the castle, when you look over, you can see it like black where they would be pouring tar and stuff over the castle walls to folk. What's going on back in the days? Yes, La Guillotine, this guy, but she didn't. Mary Queen of Scots chose, listen to me, history lesson here. She chose not to get the guillotine, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people that get the guillotine, when the guillotine came down, it didn't actually go straight through. Sometimes they had to pull it back up for it to come down like a second or third time before it actually took the head off. She wanted to get some kind of sword. I don't know if it was a samurai sword or something like that, but she chose to get a sword of something to take it off so it would come clean off in one, and it did. Olive, good afternoon, Olive. Thank you so much for coming into the chat. I'm going to take you into my kitchen again because I'm needing another top up. It's getting dead misty out there. Vegan Dolls, good afternoon to you. I knew that there was a La France. See, Skye, that's why me and you have got unagi. I wish I knew the whole of the French language, Sky, so we could fluently talk in the language of L'amour. See, I know bits and bobs like La Pomme. You know, I don't know when I'll ever need to, Sky, say to you that I'm absolutely gagging for La Pomme. That's an apple, if you don't know. You know what I mean? Or La Rouge Pomme, La Rouge Pomme. So I know bits and bobs of words, but I can't talk like fluent. Oh my goodness! In Catalonia, Libreeze. I hope I'm saying your name right. See, I love all that kind of stuff. Linlithgow, really? That's out of Edinburgh way. Linlithgow's out kind of Edinburgh way. La Pomme Rouge. Yes, La Pomme Rouge. La Pomme Rouge. See, I know wee bits and bobs. It's just putting it all together. I even know like a French swear word. I think that's what we all wanted to know when we were at school. Yeah, see, I don't know much about the guillotine, but I do know that Mary Queen of Scots obviously had seen a few people getting their head taken off and they've had to pull it up 2 or 3 times. And when she was getting executed, she wanted some sort of, like, I don't know if it was a samurai. I know samurai swords are sharp, but she wanted a funny name rather than the guillotine. And Mary Queen of Scots actually hid out. Oh, God. Do you know what? I'll need to take you down there one day. Do you know what? See, when I've got my grandson, I'm going to take you down there one day to the Dovecot that's in the Glen. I keep talking about the Glen, and it does sound dead Scottish, doesn't it? Down the Glen is the Dovecot, and I think I've showed you a picture. And Mary Queen of Scots was meant to have been hiding in that Dovecot. We've all known it for years. I'm going back way 70s and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's a well-known thing that Mary Queen of Scots was in there hiding out. And down the Glen there was meant to be a castle of some sort, which is no longer there. But there's like a mound of land, like the land's like trees not on it now. But that was meant to be where a castle was, and I don't know whose castle. Well, how we've all got castles. I don't know whose castle it was, but and then William Wallace, he got captured about 20 miles from my house. He got captured in a place called Wallace's Well. William Wallace got captured. But listen, see the beautiful vision everybody's got of William Wallace. He was a bad man. He was a bad man. He was a bad man to his own people, to other people. I don't know if it was true what happened to his wife, right? And see if that did happen to his wife got done in. You could see how that could mess with somebody's head and stuff like that, right? But I mean, he done so many. I don't even want to repeat the stuff because I read a wee book. Well, and there's see next to William Wallace's monument. There's a burn or a river. And he used to put people in that just to watch them drown and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? The guy wasn't right. He wasn't like Mel Gibson at all. So anybody that's like, do you know what? I wouldn't mind 10 minutes with William Wallace. No, thank you. I'd rather not. Brutal. But of course, they make a beautiful romantic movie out of it. Everybody thinks he was the best guy. No, he wasn't. He wasn't the best guy at all. He used to kill women and children and all that. You know, there's a certain place in hell for folk like that. Yeah, La Merde. And do you know what? Even the French swearing sounds dead romantic, doesn't it? Even when the French swear, it sounds like so beautifully romantic. You are La Merde. Thank you very much. I've tried today. Bunny, beautiful Bunny. Thank you for coming in. I feel great today. I feel absolutely great. I've not felt this good for a long time. Sky, shall I smack my own hand? Naughty blueberry, naughty. I've not felt this good in a long time. I've had the best sleep I've had in years, and I'm talking years. I've never slept that late. Even if I've had a right good flavouring, I've never slept that late. I never sleep that. That's how I couldn't believe the clock. I thought my clock was wrong. Yeah, see, they make it sound as if, and Mel Gibson, of course, I know that he's a bad man and stuff like that now, but you know, he does good afternoon to you. You know, they make it look as if he's a dead romantic man. The only reason that he went off his head was because his wife got killed, and then there was just certain people he was going for. The man used to watch people die for sport. That was what they used to do back then. He was not romantic at all. Edinburgh's beautiful. Edinburgh's a bit more expensive, you see, than where I stay. Certain parts of it, of course, certain parts. We had friends that stayed in a part of Edinburgh that it was called Oxgangs, and you know, it was quite a rough area. It was just like Glasgow, but it was like the Edinburgh, and they talked like they always sound as if they're singing. People for Edinburgh, see their accent. They're always talking like they're singing like that. They're always like, it's always like singing when they're talking. And we went there, beautiful people, just the same as us, struggling people struggling. But in Edinburgh, you get a lot of the rich people. That's where the rich people like to stay. Do you know what I mean? In Edinburgh, very posh, very very posh. Like, see the people that were Grand Canyon horse riding folk. That's where they obviously came from Edinburgh. But I've always said, see if you're really really wealthy, you don't need to brag about it. If I'm Grand Canyon horse ride back in, you know, you don't need to do that. Yeah, it's beautiful. Gold Dust, the only thing I can think of when I'm thinking of Edinburgh was the time I was absolutely blazing on my YTS. At the bottom, see there's a wee kind of park thing at the bottom of Edinburgh Castle that's got the clock that's made of flowers and stuff like that. When I was 16, we were lying in the park benches absolutely hammered on our YTS. Welcome to Scotland. Welcome. We are bringing Glasgow to Edinburgh. All right there, pal. How's it going? Phone me. Phone me. Yeah, they always make these historical figures romantic. William, listen, see if you were like, oh, I would have loved to have, you know, had known William Wallace. I don't want, it's a great movie and all that, but I don't want to meet him because as I said, women and children, you know, they would kill women and children, watch them drown in the lake or the burn. You know, that's what he would do for fun. That's just what we're going to do this afternoon, lads. I know, let's get some wains and that and then just chuck them in that river. That's what they would do back in the day. My goodness, do you know, I've never really watched the WWE SmackDown. I used to watch wrestling back in my day when in the 70s, and here we would have a guy called Big Daddy and a guy called Giant Haystacks, right? Giant Haystacks was the baddie, kind of like the Undertaker, and Big Daddy was the nice man, you know. And it was all kid on, but see, kids, I loved watching it. I thought it was very entertaining. Oh, and you were on the edge of your seat, and the bad guy's always, he's getting the better of the good guy the whole time, and then at the end, the good guy eventually wins, and it's just I remember loving watching all of that. Paige, thank you so much for coming in and welcome to the chat. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate it very much. See, I like Tom Cruise, but my daughter said to me, Mum, you don't be saying you like Tom Cruise. And I'm going, what for? What? And she's going, because of the whole like Scientology stuff. What's that? I don't know what that's about. Listen, I see the celebrities and stuff. You need to forgive me. See if I'm like liking on a celebrity and they've done something bad. I don't know. I don't really watch much telly. I just stick to YouTube and stuff like that. That's what I do. I don't know what Tom Cruise is up to. But he's a bad guy. Mel Gibson, I've been filled in on him. He is a bad guy. I don't agree with any of that kind of stuff. You big open-minded. You should Google him. It's not a. He was like a big fat guy. You're obsessed with Tom Cruise. See, I'm going back when he was like Top Gun and stuff like that with the uniform. I've got a thing for uniforms, in case you didn't know. You know what I mean? I'm like, what's... And my daughter's going, Mum, you shouldn't be saying that to people that you like. What's wrong with him? Right, so she tells me what's wrong with him. And then I'm like, Mel Gibson, you shouldn't say that about Mel. What Mel Gibson? Tell me what's going on with these celebrities. I need to be the mother and go and go, right, you celebrities, calm your ass down, calm down. Miley Cyrus, what are you up to? Simmer down, hen, reel your neck in. Do you know what I heard about Tom Cruise? And I was like, my God, I was a bit feared. No, he's not much bigger than me, you know, Tom Cruise. He's a little guy, but it was when the pandemic, when people started to be able to mingle slightly after lockdown, and someone had took a recording of him. One of the cast members of the film he was doing had broke the COVID restrictions mode, and he went off on one. Somebody recorded it on. He's going, "You are an asshole." Oh, he was going for it. He was going, "Don't you ever? People are doing this and that." He was really going for it, and I thought, "Christ, I'm a bit feary, Tom Cruise," but he was right in what he said about that. And, you know, you shouldn't be breaking lockdown rules when the rest of the country. I'm not getting political again, but there I am. So even the rest of the country are suffering. You shouldn't be having parties and giveaways and quiz shows 10 Downing Street. No, you can't say 10 Downing Street or somebody just gate crashed. I wasn't having a party in here, somebody just appeared. Because 10 Downing Street isn't a place you can get into easily, you know what I mean? You can't just walk into 10 Downing Street. And anyway, see, if they did, and you're in your bed at night, there's no way there's a quiz show happening in your living room and you don't know about it. People are winning prizes. We're meant to believe that in the UK. Well, you know, that, you know, okay, he didn't know about that. Yes, he was right about that as well. Bunny, you are one lucky lady. You watched a weird movie. Listen, I've watched a few weird movies myself. Weird movies. Do you know what? And you're like half an hour into a movie and you're thinking, this movie's kind of weird now. I'm starting to get weird to do with this movie. But you've already invested half an hour into the movie. And you think, well, by God, I've watched half an hour. I'll watch it to the end. And then you watch it to the end, you're going, that's the weirdest bloody movie I've ever seen in my life. Sky, I think we should all go there. Remember, I said I always take you somewhere. Right, that's it. Pack your bags right now. Right? Pack your bags right now. We're off to 10 Downing Street, everyone. Tonight. Surprise party. Surprise! We're just all going to go. Surprise! It's us. I'm going to get a flight down. There's an airport not far from me. I'm going to get a private jet. Right, I've no money in that. I don't know how I'm going to pay the man. Cue the German music. I apologise again to my German friends, but There is a reason I say that. Oh, my decorations, open-minded. I've got a few. There's a couple that, see, when I take the tree down, I'm keeping out. This is one of them. I'm going to keep this out all year round because listen to the sound this one makes. It's like a furry snowball. See, for a scalp massage. You know what I mean? It sounds wonderful, so I'll be keeping this one. We should just, that's it, Gold Dust, we're stealing one. I'm half cut, but you know, I fly better when I'm drunk. Let's do it. Let's just go. What does that button do? Oh, I want to press that button again. We're all right. Don't touch that button. But no, that shows you how the other half lived. See, us, we don't think that politicians act like that, but I'm telling you, they must have some right shindigs. Eh? Shindigs, they must have. Posh ones, I can't imagine them. Can't imagine. And they've all got B-days in their house, all got B-days. See, that's a sign of class right there. That's a sign of class. I don't have a B-day in my house. Nor the last house, or any house I've actually been in. In fact, I've never used a B-day. I'd quite like to, because I think that would feel quite good. Do you know what me and my daughter were talking about? Have any had CT scans? Right, and they inject you with some kind of stuff, right? In fact, this is trusting, when you're trusting a computer to give you medication, right? The CT scans, they put an intravenous line in you, and you're going into the machine, and as you're going into the machine, the machine is injecting this metal or something in you, right? And you get a funny taste, but you also get a warm sensation down there. She said to me, you might feel as if you're peeing, but it's all right. I was thinking to myself going through the machine, doesn't it feel as if I'm peeing at all? It feels as if I'm having a party down there. Can you not just going to give me some of that to take home with me? I felt like saying that to them, but I thought I better not. We're in for a serious thing, Linda. Behave yourself. I wouldn't mind. Give me some of that home with me. Yeah, I'm keeping that wee snowball out. I'm going to be doing a head massage because it sounds excellent. Yes, this is Gold Dust. Apparently, allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not, but rumour going around is that before the man was Prime Minister or even like famous, when he was still at his boys' school, there was a wee tramp sitting in the street begging, starving, and he went up to him with a £50 note, Even now, see if I was to see I have to fake me a £50 note, right, and ripped it up in front of the man's face. Maybe it's false. Maybe I'm out of order, but that's what's going about. That's Akito, I hope I'm saying your name right, from beautiful Germany. I love Germany. You're in a beautiful place. Germany, do you know the first thing I noticed? Well, apart from the police with the machine guns, how clean it was. Absolutely spotless. Yeah, the B-day, like that guy. I knew he wasn't right for my daughter. My old husband comes in, he says, where's your bidet? I said, next to the caviar and the lobster. Next to the caviar. You won't miss it next to the wall of champagne. There's some toilet roll, man. Just go in and wipe your ass. Do what we do. Just the toilet roll. And if you need to, there's a sink next to the toilet pan. Just give the toilet roll a wee wash and then Bob's your uncle. Common as muck is what people would say. See, if I did come into money, I'd be one of them, the new money. I'd be looked down upon no matter how much money I had. Right? See Rodale Drive where Julia Roberts walked about. I'd be that lady that even though I had money, they'd be looking down their nose at me. And of course I'd be going, you want a square go outside, hen, don't be looking at me like that. You looking I'd be living up to my Glasgow-ness. I've never had a bidet. I've never had a squishy at my ass. That sounded. See, that sounded that. Now, see, there's jokes. There's jokes now. You know, I never. No, Linda, don't do it. Squishies at my ass. Listen, I tell you, oh, it's a learning channel. Learning channel. Yeah, most European have a bidet. Well, in my neck of the wood, nobody's got a bidet. In fact, see if you were to say to somebody out in the street, if you were like in a gang, you went, I was at the bidet. Woo, the bidet! You would get beat up just for having a bidet. And you know that, right? This is a thing in Glasgow. See, if you think, ooh, someone's dead, posh. Do you know what you do? You go, ooh. I don't know why they do that, right? They go, ooh, bidet, bidet. It's just a thing. God knows why they do it, or we do it. But see if someone's like, ooh, ooh, the champagne. They do this. That's what they do. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. I know. God for girl, when I was working in Mizuno, and I love a bit of Michael Bublé, kind of whack it. And we used to get our monthly videos, right? The Japanese would give us our monthly videos, and it would be about the main office in Tokyo in Japan, right? My Japanese guys came from a place called Gifu. Anyway, and they used to show you because they were building. I think they were just building the new Mizuno headquarters, and they showed you the bathroom. We were all amazed. This is back in 1991 as well, and it was like rainbows in the toilet, and they also had a phone, and they also had music playing. We could not get over this. We were like, by God, we're about 10 years behind them, aren't we? Even now, we've not got that in our houses. Japan, I would love to visit Japan. And then I could say, domo arigato gozaimasu and doi dashimashite to everybody. Yeah, Glasgow. Oh, see, that's horrible, Theodis. There's evil in the world. There is evil in the world. And I really, and I'm a quite religious person, but I do believe there's evil. There's some people that cannot be helped because they're just evil through and through. Like people like Ted Bundy, I believe he was absolutely evil through and through. Evil. You know, there is some people in this world that are absolutely, there's no excuse for them. And these people need to be locked away forever, they do. And sometimes the law is too lenient, and I hate that. See, and we don't have the death penalty. And even when a judge says to people here, you've got life, it's 25 years. I think life should be for the rest of their life, especially if it comes to like crimes with children and stuff like that. Life should be life. Because see that child, whatever they've done to that child, whether they be something really bad, or murdering the child, that child for the rest of their life that's going to mess with their heads the whole time. So that child's got life. Give the person that done whatever it was life. That child's got life. So you've got life as well, pal. But you've got life in with and the big guys that like you, the big guys that take a fancy for you. That's where you're going. God forget, I want to use a BD now. I want to kind of get a BD just to kind of do a review, but obviously not show you that part, but honest review on BDs. I think, see if I was to get, I think I'd want to sit there for a while. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I could be all nice and squeaky clean and stuff like that, but I think, see if there was like hot, squishy, I'd be like, that's all right. I'll sit here for half an hour or so. Where's my magazine? I'm just going, or my phone, where's my German films? I get BD'd. Oh. Golfer girl, do you know what they should also do? And I hate being like this. And this is against everything that I've ever thought. But see, for certain crimes, I think the parents and the family should be given that person, even if it's like half an hour with that person, and then the family could determine what punishment they get. And if it was like fatal punishment, then so be it. Gino's, thank you for coming in and good afternoon to you. Yeah, that's when the badness comes out in me, and I hate having any kind of badness, but anything to do with like kids really gets me. And I don't understand. I really don't understand it. And I'm glad I don't understand it. I don't understand. But I would be one of the ones with a pitchfork. Do you know what I mean? If there was somebody in the street, I'd be one of the ones out there with a pitchfork just waiting for the asshole. Because there's some things that are just unforgivable and evil. And sometimes you get that in the world. But coming up to Christmas and everything like that, we need to leave these evil people in their own crap and just concentrate on the beautiful stuff and the festive feeling and the meaning of Christmas and stuff. People forget. I was explaining Christmas the other day, and not once did I mention presents till I was well into my conversation. I thought, oh, I need to get presents. Because to me, it's all about having the family down and cooking a nice meal, and we're all looking forward to a meal, and we're all dressed up, and we're all festive, and there's glitter, and there's good music, and it's just a beautiful atmosphere. That's the kind of thing that soaks in me. Soaks in. It's not like a £50 note or something like that, you know. That's great. That's going to help my bills, but for my soul. And people, listen, there's another thing. People don't feed their soul, right? And when you think it, we've all got a soul, but nobody ever thinks, when was the last time you thought about your soul? Think about your heart. You think about your leg. You think about your eyesight. What about your soul? We've all got one. We've all got a soul. Nobody ever thinks about it. And you know, you should feed your soul good things. Good things. You should. Your soul doesn't want bad stuff. Your soul needs to absorb good things. Like when I go to the pantomime and everybody, it's a wonderful atmosphere. Everybody's excited. We're all happy. That is food for your soul. And feed it. Feed your soul. And I'm starting to feed mine more now that I've been a psychiatrist, and I'm not even embarrassed. I was embarrassed about that. I'm not going to lie, I was embarrassed, and I felt a bit like a failure, all this kind of stuff. But see, after the sleep I got last night and everything, I'm thinking, my God, why did I not do this earlier? And I'm actually looking forward to seeing the lady again, the 31st. I see her again, and I'm looking forward to have another talk, probably another cry for an hour and a half. But it done wonders. But at this time of year, try, like, there's Shaky Stevens on. He was great. Absorb it. See if you're feeling bad. Just put on something good. Put on something good, some good music, happy music, Christmas films. Even if you're alone, you're never alone, because I'm here. You can get me on Facebook. If I don't answer you right away, I will answer you. And I'm here in my videos. I'm always here. I'm like a fungus. I keep saying it. I'm like a fungus that's growing on you. See the people that hate me? Give me a chance. I'll grow on you. I'll grow. I will. My sweet Sky, you are beautiful, strong, amazing, funny, intelligent. You can cook. I mean, you are so wonderful. Please never ever think you're not any of these things. Someone is going to come along and be absolutely stunned with you. And Goldust as well, stunned, took back, not being able to breathe with your beauty. They're going to be thinking to themselves, I can't wait to see them. Can't wait to see them again, and their heart's going to be racing every time they talk to you. You are going to be great mums. Seems to become mums. You are full of love, full of love. Somebody's going to snatch you. You know, I mean, my God, I wish I was your age. You have got your whole life, and oh my God, you are so. I wish you could see what I could see. Open-minded. As I say, I've always had a nativity scene always in my house, because that's the reason for Christmas after all. And as I said, I went on I was talking about Christmas for ages and ages and ages. Not once did I mention presents. Not once. And then I did, and I thought, God, I've been on and I hadn't even mentioned anything about presents. Some people, that's the first thing they think of, presents. I don't. Even if I had a lot of money, or if I was dating someone with a lot of money, right? I wouldn't be thinking, oh, he might buy me a Porsche for Christmas. No, I'd be thinking about, oh, it's going to be so good, cuddling with their Christmas jumpers on, and there's all cuddling, listening to music, playing. We're going to be playing Mario Kart, of course, on Christmas Day. We're going to be playing that, stuff like that. You know that I love. Party games and one. See, it's a film, 3 words. Oh, all that. I love all that kind of stuff. Love it all. Open-minded. Thank you for saying that. I do not feel like it. I'm working on myself though. I'm definitely working on it. But I need to see what you see. For a long time, I don't see what you see. I see a mangled wreck of a woman that I am. You know, I can't walk for a long. I wish I could go for long walks and stuff like that. Physically, I really can't. I can't do that. I've got to come to terms with things that I can't do, things that I can change, and things that I can't change that I've just got to accept. And I'm working on it. And also, I would like someone in my life. I would like someone in my life. Do you know what I mean? Like a partner of some sort. But I would hate to have to try to prove myself. I wish somebody would just like me for being who I am and stuff like that. You know what I am. I don't want to ever have to change the way I am to fit in with somebody else's idea of what's a nice person and what's not, kind of thing. You know. So I'm not going to do it. This is just me. This is the way I am. I could actually get a wee scooter. I could get a wee scooter. I've had Goldust, you know, I've actually looked at these scooters and I'm thinking I wouldn't get much use of them because I don't really go anywhere. But see, for like going down the glen and stuff like that, scooting about would be fantastic for me. See, when I was in Disney, again, you've got to kind of swallow your pride a bit, and it was quite expensive. You had to hire one of their scooters to go about the park. And see, when I did, it was one of the best things I'd ever done because I could go about all like the Magic Kingdom and stuff like that. And he's in the dark for me. You know, I could go about Disney without being going ouch, ouch. I hate being the one saying ouch all the time, but I've just got to face up to facts what I am. And just hope that someday likes me for who I am, and maybe Santa will bring me someone. Yeah, I would love that. See people just go. In fact, there's a loch not too far from me. I'd love to go right round that, you know what I mean? Because there's swans and stuff. I'd like to go round about that, but it's always the walking that's a problem for me. As I said, I don't really fall over as much. I do sometimes, but not that much. But I used to fall over all the time and break bones in the ankle. I don't know many times I'd done that. But they'd said to me I was going to end up breaking the bone, and the bone would end up infected, and then, it would end up I'd need to get the leg amputated and all this kind of stuff. So I just can't. And see, just giving in, it's a hard thing to do. It's a hard pill to swallow. But I went into a wheelchair. That was a hard pill to swallow, and I done it. I've done a lot of things that's been uncomfortable in my life, but I've managed to do it. So, Golda, maybe one day I will do that, and I'll be whistling about with yous like that. And if I take the dogs out and I go up to move Poppy's poo or something, people will be going, "It's a miracle. She's got out of the chair. It's a miracle." Da-da-da-da, Santa baby. And really, that's not a lot. I've been an angel all years, Santa baby. Oh, Sky, I would love a Frenchman or lady for that matter. Yeah, Goldust, I might get it for when the wee man's here. Can you imagine me? But then again, I'm trying to lose weight as well. So, but one of the chairs would be wonderful for me. I would be able to go more places if I had one, because see, if you're in like the wheelchair I've got, it's like a manual one. Anybody that's got one of them will tell you, see the slightest hill, see trying to get yourself up that, you do that, and then see as soon as you take your hands off the wheel, you roll back down, and then you've got to catch it, and then you do that, and then when you take your hands off, you roll back down. So it's no good for hills when you've got a manual. It's great for getting about in the house if I ever need to. Steph, I don't see your comment, but where are you? Where? I can't see Steph. Steph, I can't see you, but I've seen you there. Where are you? Whoops. Yeah, there you are there. Steph, thank you so much for coming in. Beautiful, Steph. Oh, thank you. I'm actually quite proud of myself, which is a feat in itself. Beautiful, Steph. Thank you, Steph, for coming in. I feel like patting myself in the back. And do you know what this? See, when I get that tube down my throat the other day, right? A lot of people have asked me about this here. That I'll explain. In fact, as I said, when I got a tube down my throat, she said, "What's that there? Did we do that?" I said, "No, that's radiotherapy. Radiotherapy done that to me." You can see, I don't know, mega zoom. See all the wee veins as if it's all cracked. Don't mind the tattoo that I done that night. I was blazing, but a lot of people talk about that. What's that in your neck? Is that a love bite? I've had that. Is that a love bite? No. It's Oh, Jessica, I wouldn't dream in a million years to start a GoFundMe. I'm funny about that. I wouldn't. There's so many scammers about YouTube land, especially at this time of year. I've always said to you, keep your purse in your pocket and your wallet in your bag. And for purse, we call a purse what you put your money in. I know in America, a purse is like a bag. In Scotland, your purse is where you actually put like your credit card. Keep it tucked in, guys. The scammers are out. The only thing is you don't see their stripy black and white tops and their masks and their bag with swag wrote on it. This is the thing. And I'm very funny about that with all of you as well. I would hate for any of you ever to tell me that you were scammed. They'll tell you, listen, I'm telling you, they'll tell you anything here on YouTube. They would say they've got a dying child in hospital that needs x-rays that cost £2,000. Apart from it, my gorgeous Heather and Marshall, they have got a GoFundMe up just now. And if you feel the need to help them, I'd appreciate it, and they would as well. Their wee cat, there was only a wee kitten had passed away, and they've got vet bills. On Heather's Facebook, she's got a link in on her Twitter as well. So there is some genuine people out there, but you do have some people that are just after the cash. My channel has never been about that ever. Although it's monetized, right? That gives me, and not as much as what you think, right? Not as much as what you think you get in YouTube when YouTube take a cut and all the rest of it. So that's never been what I've been about ever. And my whole life as well, not even on YouTube, my whole life's never been about money, ever. Because I don't know if it's because of the hospital I had. Because not once when I was in the hospital I was thinking about cash, I was thinking about other things like cuddles and kisses and loves and being with family and stuff like that. So, Jessica, I don't think I could do it. I would be... Somebody would say, oh, she's a scammer. Somebody would definitely say that, Jessica. No matter what kind of intentions it was, somebody would say that. And that would devastate me because that's definitely not who I am, ever. I'm a giver. I like to give things. If I've got something I can give, I'd prefer to do that than take. I'm a giver, not a taker. In other ways. I'll say that I will take sometimes, Aquaman. Elderly. Do you know what? I'll tell you a story that hurt me is... But we've had a giggle of with it now, but at the time it really hurt me and my family and stuff like that. It's a wee sad story, right? It's about my dad. Bear in mind, my dad's like in his 80s, right? And there was somebody going about the door saying tarmac. They're going to tarmac people's driveways. They're going to tarmac people's... And my dad said, right, I'll how much is it? And the guy said something like 80 quid. 80 quid. So my dad said, oh, we're really needing tarmacking done on the driveway. Okay, so my dad gave him the £80 up front. There's your £80 stuff. So there they were out the front, they were unloading their tools and stuff. My dad went out and said to them, would you like a wee rolling bacon? Well, that's like a bun with bacon on it. Would you want a rolling bacon? And the guy said, aye, all right, aye. My dad went in and made them rolls and bacon. Came back out with the rolls and bacon. Said, there you go, lads. There's a wee rolling bacon for you and all the rest of it. And a wee cup of tea for you. And the guy says, have you got any tomato sauce there, mate? My dad went in and got the tomato sauce, came out, and they were gone. Vanished. With the rolls and bacon, with their £80. My dad was left. So this is the kind of thing. Now, my dad's a pensioner as well. This is it. The scammers are out at this time of year. They're all out. Watch yourselves. Don't fall for it. People are, oh my God, that's it. Somebody's in the hospital now. Somebody's in the hospital. But some people are genuine. Don't get me wrong. Some people are genuine. But there's a lot of chancers out there, is all I'm saying. Just be alert. Be alert. Be alert, guys. Look, get behind me. That's it. Get behind me, everybody. I'll protect us from the scammers. Go on, you chancing scamming bee. Out you go. Leave my friends alone. There, I've saved yous. Gold dust, me too. I don't like asking for money for anything. For anything. I would rather not eat for 3 days for electricity, then ask MD for help, which has actually happened. Not that you would tell it in my belly, but it has actually happened. But I would rather do that than ask. It's just to I don't know if is it pride. I don't know if it's pride. I don't know which. This is why I'm at a therapist. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I've got some kind of, I don't know if it's bipolar or what it is. I did say to the counsellor that sometimes I can be really, really happy and then just crash. I'm down there as low as you can possibly be. So I don't know if it's that bipolar or not. I don't know. Not that a label would help me. And even sexually, labels, I've never been one for labels. LGBTQ and then other words. Right, I suppose I'm part of that group, but I've never been one for label me as that. I'm just Linda. I'm just who I am. This is me. Steph, yeah. This is it. They'll come on your phone. These scammers will wangle their way. I had do you know, one day I really did enjoy it because somebody had tried to scam me for weeks and weeks and weeks, right, via phone. My house phone is no longer plugged in. It's only my mobile that's plugged in. I pulled that out the wall. This person kept phoning. It's about your PayPal account. It's been hacked and stuff like that. And I says, no, it's no. Yes, it is. Your PayPal's been, and it was a foreign person, right? And I was going, no, it's my bank account. I said, all right, my bank account. I says, eventually after about the 20th call, I said to them, I was on them. I said, so what's my name? What's my name and what's my account number? Well, we can't give out your account number. I said, so you're phoning me, telling me there's something wrong with my account, and yet you can't tell me my account number. So see that, I lost it, and there was a lot of swear words down the phone, shouting swear words. I went to town, and then they never phoned me back because I thought, F it, I've had enough. Hit up to here. It was just a bad day. And I thought, I'm glad you phoned. See, one of the days that you're like, I really need to vent and who am I going to date to? And then God just gives you somebody there, an a-hole. Right there. There you go, Linda. Thank you, Lord. And I got tore in. Felt good. It didn't feel good. See, you guys, I'm going to the police station now. And we know that's a bonus. See, if I've got to the police station, that's a bonus. That is a bonus for me. Well, no, Officer Bob's on my mind. Officer Bob. Can't believe he's missing out on all of this. Come and get your Christmas present, Dr. Bob. Who the hell's Dr. Bob? Officer Bob, but here, if it's a Dr. Bob, I'll take him to bring him on. All is welcome to the bungalow. Yeah, I've never been. I don't know if it's because of my disabilities as well, Goldust, because see when you've had disabilities, you hate having to ask people to help you. Because I'm always wanting to prove, I can do it. Let me do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. When you're disabled, you're always like that. I can do it. Let me do it myself. I don't know why, but it's not just. I've heard other disabled people say the same. You just want to do it yourself. So asking for help, I'm like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I can't. I just feel bad. I feel bad. Yes, somebody stop. It's the only time. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't MD's videos. See, if I don't like a video, I don't like a video. I don't bother grassing. But if you want to dislike my video, it's up to you. I don't mind. I just don't do it. I don't do that. But this one occasion I did. But I didn't just do that. I actually reported them. And it was, I can't even remember their name, but they were stealing every single video of mine. And see, if you look at my video now, on the bottom right hand corner, you'll see my wee button I've got now. If you press that, it says subscribe and stuff like that, right? But it's a wee button at the bottom right hand corner. They managed to be able to crop that out as well. They cropped that out, and they were stealing every single one of my videos and putting them on their own channel. And they were getting like 1,000 views, 2,000 views, all the rest of it, right? And not that MD's getting money, I'm not thinking I should be getting that money. That wasn't the point. See, if the person was to probably ask me, I'd probably say they could do it, right? It's the point of them sneakily taking my videos that really, and I had actually got in touch with them before I done it, but then I long formed them. MD's on YouTube. I long formed them, so I went into YouTube and I went right through the whole big. There's a big long form that you do, and I went into. And it took me an hour to go through all the videos, and every single video I struck for that's my video, that's my content. I never gave them permission to do that. And it wasn't free use, it was my whole video. So they got that. I told on them for that, because that was like absolute. As I said, see if they were to come and say, I love your channel and I like to do reviews or something like that, and I'd be like, sure, that's fine, that's okay. But it was just sneakily taking something from me. I'm not having that foolishness. Goldust, the worst, as I've told you, it's one of the worst feelings I ever got. And I was going through chemotherapy at the time, which was bad enough. I felt shit anyway. And I had no hair, and I had my mouth was red raw with no skin, and scabs up my nose, boils in my head, feeling sick, couldn't eat, horrible feeling. And I'm sitting in a wheelchair, and a nurse comes over and starts talking to my dad over my head. How is she? Is she all right? I see that. I should maybe talk to my counsellor about that as well, because that made me feel some certain way, and I don't think I've ever got over it. How that actually felt as an adult sitting there, absolutely aware of everything. It's not as if I'm mentally not with it or anything like that, to be talking over my head. So, and maybe she didn't mean it, but as a nurse, you'd think that she would know not to do that kind of thing. See, if I see somebody in a wheelchair, I talk to them. In fact, there was a wee girl. I took Amanda to get her second COVID jag, and there was a wee girl. She must have been about 10 or something, but she had the most fantastic wheelchair I've ever seen in my life. Her wheels were all done up with beautiful artwork for art. If you watch this later, beautiful artwork on the side of her wheelchair and stuff like that. See, but I was in the car at the time. But if I'd have been out in the street, I would have said to her, do you know something? That's the best wheelchair I've ever seen in my life. What a fantastic wheelchair that is. I'd be dead proud to be in that wheelchair. I'd be saying stuff like that to somebody. I wouldn't be talking over their head going, do you know something? Your daughter's got a great wheelchair. Her wheelchair's great. It would make her feel like absolute crap. And that particular time made me feel, especially because it was in the cancer hospital with the nurse that should have known better. She's probably not thought about it, but that got me. So just maybe you haven't thought about it before, that people in wheelchairs and stuff like that. Talk to them as if they're standing up, they're able-bodied people. Just because your legs and that don't work right doesn't mean your brain's not right. It made me feel more than invisible. It made me feel incomplete. I don't know the word. It made me feel as if I didn't matter. See, as I said, I was going through a lot. I should have had counselling. See, after everything I'd been through with the whole chemo and cancer thing, nobody ever followed up on me. that's what my shrink was saying yesterday. Somebody should have actually sat down and spoke to me about my feelings. I've had so many things. I mean, even just as a woman, your boobs getting cut off, right? I mean, that's your woman. That's and that all happened to me. Nobody ever said to me, "How do you feel about that?" or nothing. So I've been having all these kind of feelings, as I said, for years. Years I've been having these kind of feelings, and I've never spoke to anybody about them until now. And yesterday, my mouth, I just let go. I just let go everything, and it was great to be able to do that. Because I don't want to upset my family any more than what I already have. I've had to apologise to them again because I don't mean to upset them, but they're the ones I seem to upset all the time, and it's because they're the closest to me, and I end up upsetting them with my depression and the way I feel and stuff like that. And that's not what I tend to ever. That's the worst thing I want, and it's the ones that are close to you that you do end up saying things and hurting. Yes, gold dust, exactly. Dehumanized. That's the way I felt. I know, and see the guy that was death threatening me. Well, I've got to laugh every time I think of that. Death threatening me, your fake disability and stuff like that. I'm thinking, here, pal, come here, get an X-ray going in this. In fact, I've got an X-ray here as well. I've got an X-ray. Can I bring my X-ray up? Just to show you. I don't even think I've got it here, but I have actually got pictures of the leg with the metal rod, and I've not got it here. I've got pictures of the leg with my name on it and stuff like that, showing you. There's actually a part of see, right above the ankle bone, there's a part of my leg, there's no bone whatsoever. No bone. It's just a metal rod. So if you can imagine, if someone get their leg amputated for the knee, right, and then they get the metal rod down and then like a shoe on the end of it, that's all happening, but it's actually inside my skin. So from my knee down to like the bottom, just above my ankle, there's a metal rod, and then there's no bone whatsoever, and there's still the metal rod, and then it comes down to the ankle, and then there's a pin coming through the ankle bone all the way down the foot. So as I say, I'm full of metal. I'm full of metal. Do you know what I'm an X-Man. I'm a superhero. I'm ready to put the world to sleep with my ASMR powers. Thank you, Steph. And I'm so glad that I'm proud of myself, actually, Steph, for probably the first time in a long time. I feel proud of myself that I'm able to talk about things, because I'm the kind of person, I don't want to upset anybody. I even said to my therapist yesterday, I'm frightened that I'm going to upset you with telling you how I feel. I don't want you going home and feeling bad. This is empathy. Is empathy I've got way too much of. God gave me too much of that. I cry at anything. Golfer girl, I'm Wolverine. I'm definitely an X-Man. I let off all the. See, when I go through security, I let off machine. Wee woo, wee woo. I've got a metal rod in my leg. And you know, I done that in New York, right? I let off the machine. So I've got a metal rod in my leg. They made me stand in the other big machine. You've got to put your hands over your head. Now, I can do that, but right, see, I can do about that, and then it starts getting really, really sore in me because, as I said, I've had the double mastectomy, so, and they gouged my armpit, so, see, that's sore for me to do that for a certain length of time. So I'm having to tell them all that. Do you know they swapped the bloody airport wheelchair? Right. Listen, I'm in the hotel. Why do I keep saying that? I'm in the airport wheelchair, right? And they come over at me and they start swabbing the wheelchair, their wheelchair. I'm thinking that could have been a crack. dealer sitting in this chair before me. I'm not doing anything like that. Swab me, gonna no swab the chair. I'm just sitting on it. I don't know whose chair this is. I'm just sitting on this chair. Luckily enough, whoever sat in it before me wasn't into it. Thank you, Mystical. Thank you so much. Oh, Steph, I can feel your hugs. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I need a wee cuddle now and again. I mean, my son gave me a cuddle before he went to his dad's. And I love cuddles. I'm a cuddly kind of, well, unless, you know, on a Saturday, in about an hour's time, I'll be, that kind of feeling will come up. Just now it's all cuddles. I start to think naughty in about an hour's time, and I won't be on here talking naughty to yous. Look, see if I text you, just delete it. Goldust, please hide your phone. Goldust, I think you're absolutely. I've always had a thing for you. Listen, and this is just it. This is what I do. And I said to Officer Bob, my ideal type is Officer Bob. You know what I mean? Uniform. You know, he didn't look too skinny or anything like that. You know, he was like a good build and a bald head. Oh, bonus, bonus, bonus. Open-minded, thank you so much, my darling open-minded. You are a breath of fresh air for me, always have been. And I love you very, very much. And you're like a sister, I've always said it. And thank you for coming in, open-minded. Thank you so much. I'm definitely, well, I think I'm a cougar. I like to be a cougar. Minx is more like my beautiful friend Minx Laura. Minx Laura 123. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, please do so. She's my friend. She's been my friend since I started this channel. And you know something? She's been a really, really good friend, a lovely friend. And I love watching her videos and stuff. And she gets hate. I don't know why she gets hate. She gets hate as well. So if you're going over to her channel, say something nice to her because she deserves it. So she's my minxie. She's the minx, but I'm more of a cougar. Do you know something? In case you haven't seen, there's a guy, and is it an actual cougar? He's out jogging right somewhere. This poor guy's out jogging somewhere. And do you know it's on Aussie Man Reviews? I love that guy. And there's a bloody cougar, and it jumps out, and it's protecting his babies, and the guy's going whoa, whoa, and he's backing off for this cougar, and the cougar's like that, going for the guy. Listen, we don't have that kind of stuff in Scotland. We've got wee nets. Goldust, haven't we? We don't have cougars or anything, but we've got nets. They're usually at night time though, the nets, you know, but have got them. We have got. You got to love the Glasgow nets. Listen, I've said it before. You want to look up a video called The Wee Man. That will be right. The Wee Man that me and Amanda actually sung that live, which I cannot believe I done, but we did. And it says pure filth. Glasgow filth though. Here you, what? You looking at my bird? No. How no? You try to say she's ugly or something, and then it all starts about doing things with your granny and stuff like that. It's filth. It's filth. But you should watch it. It's good for a laugh. Goldust, are you familiar with The Wee Man? Minx Laura is lovely. She is, and she's so sweet. She's kind. She made me feel so welcome when I first started my channel as well, because you feel as if it's okay for me to do. I mean, I don't know. I was just new to it all, and she made me feel totally welcome. And we've done collabs every year for Halloween, and it'll never stop. I will always want to do a Minx Laura and Blueberry Halloween collab, and she's so lovely, and people give her terrible hate, and I hate that. That makes me mad. That makes me mad. England, I love. Look, I've got family that stay in Bristol and Coventry in England, and pigeons. I've got my feeder out there. I watch my pigeons every day. See, if I was to get a Makeup Revolution palette, pigeons would be one of the colours because I love my pigeons. Love them. I love the sound of my pigeons. I love feeding the pigeons. Everything about pigeons, I love. My pigeon. Um, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag of pigeon food. I love birds. I love nature. I love animals. I love yous. Yeah, I love pigeon. Ooh, see our Glasgow pigeons, Steph. I don't know about your pigeons, but our pigeons kick each other. I didn't know that was a thing. Mystical, do you love her as well? I love her. I love her, and I'm telling you, I'm glad to be able to say that she's my friend here on YouTube, and I hope she realizes how much that I look up to her. Do you know what I mean? I look up to Mink Flora. I'm a bit older than what she is, but still I look up to her, and I love watching her family. I always call them the 1, 2, 3 family. See when I'm talking to her, I'm like hugs to the 1, 2, 3 family. That's the way I talk to her. But she's so beautiful and lovely and smart, and she reads books, and she does eBay. She does so many things. And some people are horrible, and it's usually with religion, and that really pisses me off. That see, I can't stand that anti-Semitism. I cannot stand that kind of thing, or MD that's like a different race, color, anything like that. That really gets me, because see when I see people for people. I don't see there's someone that's a Japanese person, or someone from South Africa or whatever. I just see people, and I'm thinking, does everybody just see something else? I don't know. More people should see what I see. It'd be a lot better place. But someone's religion, listen, you shouldn't be. Why give people hate for that? People are allowed to worship the way they want to worship. Muslims and stuff like that. If they want to worship like that, that's their prerogative. They should be able to do what they want. I know. There's kick. There's kick. Look, pigeons mate outside, and I tell you, I'd be this. I'm just telling you, see if I was a female pigeon, I'd be right disappointed, because it's a couple of flaps like that, and then it's done. Is that it? Is that all you're getting? I'm a bit shouting out the window. For God's sake, get it. Give it some whaley, we call it. Give it some whaley. That's what pigeons do. It's a couple of flaps and it's over with when they're out there mating. But I always have, and just now my feeder's full, and the back feeder's full. I always feed the animals. I'm 30 odd pound a month just on birdseed. But do you know something? They give me so much joy. That gives me joy just looking out there and seeing they wee animals. And knowing it's freezing outside and they've got a wee meal because I've gave them it. I'm 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 happy with that. That makes me happy. I don't listen, see what yous are, see, even if yous were Satanists, which I don't agree with that at all, but still that'd be your prerogative to do that. That's your choice. And I'm not who am I to tell yous not to do whatever that yous feel is right spiritually. Right? I'm not going to do that ever. Ever. But then again, I went to a school that told me I was going to hell a lot. And I'm laughing, but it's true. This was schools back in the 70s, Catholic schools to be more precise. And I get told I was going to hell for throwing a crayon. No, I don't think God rocks that way, see, talking to God, I really don't think, you know what, he's going to pass the murderers, child abusers, and all the rest of it. See that wee girl that threw a crane in the class? She's going to hell. And yet I got told that from an early age. Not only told that, I got told what hell was like. You know, the burning inferno with the demon with hoofs and all the rest. This teacher went into it with me where I was going, and she gave me the belt on top of that. You know what I mean? That's not right, and that's nothing to do with religion. That's their perverted view. Do you think that God would look down and think that that teacher was right to do that to a child? I don't think so. I think you're in the wrong, missus. I think you're in the wrong. I'm going to heaven, and you're going to the place that you're telling me I'm going to. That's where you're off to. Get some sunscreen. It's going to be hot. Mystical, that's the best way to be, and that's the way I am. Oh, Jenny, wait till I show you out. I hope you can see outside my window. It's so foggy. It is so foggy. And I've always said it's like Brigadoon. If you haven't had the if you have not watched that film, you should. There's a lot of stereotypical Scotland people in the glen, you know, prancing about looking for haggis, all that kind of stuff. But it's about, I'll tell you the story in case you don't know. You might want to watch it on this foggy night. As the fog rolls in, there's two American guys. I love the American accent, love it. Two American guys come into Scotland, and as they're coming into Scotland, I think it's further up north they are. Anyway, the mist rolls in. It's not like Stephen King's mist. It's a good mist. The mist rolls in, right? And all of a sudden, a whole village appears, right? So these American guys go down to this village, and one of the American guys spots this Scottish lassie and thinks, she's for me, her right there. They end up falling in love. Sorry. Kissing and such like that, right? And she says, this is Brigadoon. Brigadoon only ever appears once. I've got the hiccups. Every 100 years, I'm going to hiccup again. I've got the hiccups. Brigadoon only ever appears once every 100 years. So then he's got to think to himself, do I stay here with the love of my life? Or do I step out the mist? Watch Brigadoon disappear forever. And he chooses to leave the mist. Let Brigadoon and his love disappear forever. And just as he's walking away, he changes his mind. And he runs back. Please let me back in. Brigadoon, let me back in. Brigadoon. And Brigadoon just appears. And she takes him back in like that. And they disappear for another 100 years. So every time I see the mist, I think about Brigadoon. But Stephen King's Mist is a great film. Oh, it's a great film. Is it heavier, Jenny? I mean, if I was to drive, I would have my fog lamps on. Jenny, we're going to get snow. Yeah, good mist and bad mist. I'm going to be going soon, so let's have this wee dance together right before we go. Paul McCartney. As I say, I'm going to go in a minute or two, but I want to have a wee... In fact, let me get yous. I forgot yous there. Let's dance together, because I love yous. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Do you see smile on my face? Yusuf gave me that. I hope he's got away to get today, whatever time it is, and think there's a wee Scottish woman sitting in her bungalow, all happy because Yous came into the chat and just spoke to me. That's all you need to do. I wasn't after. All I was after was Yous, and you spoke to me, and it's made my day. My beautiful Pip. Yes, still going. Pip, I'm still at it. This is the end, though. We're all. Yeah, Steph, I'll twerk as well. I don't know if that's twerking. I think that's more me humping the couch. But I'm trying to twerk, but I look as if I'm giving the couch one. I might give the couch one later. If it puts on an Aquaman mask, that'll be all the Blueberry humps the couch. Listen, see if any of yous ever need me. This is a two-way thing. Don't think for 1 minute yous are just here and I'm just blabbing and that's the end. If yous ever need me, get me on Facebook. Right? Even if you're not in the chat, you're not talking, that doesn't matter. Please, I will get in contact. And listen, if you've been feeling like me depressed, it's this time of year and stuff, see about it. Like, I had the best sleep of my life last night. I never ever thought I would sleep to that time in the morning, but there you are. Pip, yeah. Pip comes in as I'm humping the couch. Pip, it's not been that kind of live stream. Yeah, it's pretty bad here. Although I don't think you can see out because I've got my lights on, but it's pretty bad. I can see over the other side of the road, but I can't see the bushes around, so it's quite thick here. Golfer girl, thank you so much for my angel. Thank you. I wish I could thank you more, but I absolutely love it. This is a McDonald's tune. I need to let you hear this. This is a McDonald's tune. This is your name, golfer girl. This is called your name, but your real name. Thank you so much. I did not expect that. It was a total shock when I got it. I couldn't. I done that. Russian hiccups, yes. I'm not drunk. It's what do people blame being drunk on? I don't know. It's the air or something like that. I thought I would wear something sparkly for you today. Goldust, you are absolutely. See if you haven't seen Goldust's pictures, you will be blown away at how beautiful she is. You are an absolute doll. See if it just Glasgow. You're an absolute doll, Goldust. That's what you are. Oh, Pip, Sky. See on my video that's going to be on here on Saturday, Wednesday. I can't even think. There's a picture. It's a lady that's got vintage clothes on, and in my Wednesday video, you'll hear me saying, "My Sky should look at that because that's a beautiful." She'd be. I think it was like a fur, but she had like pearls on and all. It was beautiful vintage stuff. See, you're going to make me. You're going to make me cry now because I love his. I do love his. It's mean the world to me. I spoke about you yesterday. She had my my channel up on the computer. I even spoke about gutter talk. I mean, now there you go. That's me talk. Sometimes I talk about the gutter and that. I've told everybody now. I don't think there's anybody I've not told about the gutter, but I'm going to give you all a big kiss now. Thank you for being here, and I love yous and appreciate yous. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday and Sunday, and I'll be back on Monday, hopefully back at my swimming and back to my usual self. And I'm going to try and give you a kiss, but see the StreamYard thing, see it's difficult trying to find where you are exactly. But that's the Beach Boys. I love you. Bye, everybody.